Greetings, YouTube. How's it going? What we have here is a final Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5 comparison video. We weren't gonna originally do this, but due to popular demand, we decided to stick another one in there just for the sake of it. People just like to, I guess, see the gameplay between two different games. I don't really care personally. We tried to do a half and half view. There was one of our subscribers that recommended a half and half view. You know, taking half the Resident Evil 4 side and half the Resident Evil 5 side, just combining those so you can actually see the pure differences between both games. Well, we tried that and it just doesn't work out. For some reason, it just does not work out. We're sorry to that person, that one person. There may have been others. We didn't get but one recommendation though, so we weren't able to do that. So we went ahead and did this way. We made the video just a little bit larger, not by much. We made it as large as we could get it. And we threw in a couple extras in there. You'll see those later. As far as the Resident Evil 5 video goes. For the Resident Evil 5 side, this was probably one of our better runs. It really was. We got a special move in there. We got some sound effects in there. We even killed the chainsaw guy with a punch. That was pretty interesting. So yeah, we're going to we've got plenty of good stuff going on in this video. Ada, on the left side of this video, Ada is going to get owned a lot. And when I say Ada, I mean Lil J. He's going to get hit by a whole bunch of throwing axes. I'm just throwing it out there now, just for the sake of throwing it out there. But, you know, whatever. So yeah, we have both sides. I'm a little tongue-tied right now. I'm going to go ahead and point out some of the differences within the game. Resident Evil 4, the texture is definitely not as good as Resident Evil 5, you know, has some texture differences, not by much. As I said in the other video, it's not a huge difference, it's really not. It's just PS3 versus, or rather, yeah, it's last gen versus this gen. I mean, they are better, obviously, they're definitely better. Definitely better, but it's just not a huge difference, in my opinion. I guess if you're a Gravicore, though, you will see the little slip in Chris's hairdo versus Ada's red dress. I don't know, but it's not a big, incredible difference. That's as far as I'm just repeating myself. That's all I'm doing. I'm rambling on, repeating myself. So that Ada kick is something that Sheva has, or rather, that Sheva has that kick that Ada has. I don't know, whichever way you want to put that. But and there's that somersault. I'm loving that somersault. You're gonna see me do plenty of those on the right side of the video. We have Chris doing a neck crack. That was apparently the first time Lil J had ever done that, because I remember him commenting as we were playing, "Hey, I just did a neck crack. I've never seen that before." Or he said something to those lines. But there's another neck crack. Okay, looking at the right side of the video, we did something pretty interesting here. Check this out. We did a kick, a knee, and then some sort of female suplex, I guess. I don't know. We weren't intentionally ready to pull that off, but you know, we always try to do special moves whenever we can, but for some reason this special move just kind of came out of the blue. We're like, hey, let's do a special move. Bam, you know, knee, kick, suplex. It was perfect how it just pulled off like that, and we got it all on video too, which is also an excellent thing. And if you're looking at Ada, she is still getting owned. I'm not sure if you were watching her a second ago, but she got hit by a few axes there. And he runs up on him thinking he's playing Resident Evil 5 because he wanted to stop or whatever Ada would do to kill an enemy on the ground. You know, but he couldn't do that. That's why he ran away at that last thing. He's like, oh crap, I can't do that. So, yeah. Looking back at the Resident Evil 5 video, we do our best to do teamwork. As you saw a second ago, he shot him in the head, I kicked him, and then he stomped him. And you know, we try to mix things up a little bit. You know, keep the flavor going. I guess we want it to be interesting, and you know, that's just how it is. But that was a waste of a shotgun shell by Ada. Something I said about the, well, we won't get into that. We'll leave that. I'll leave that for another discussion. That's going to cause a flame war. Something I wanted to comment. Little Crimson Nero from GameFAQs, if you are watching this, if you happen to get a capture card, we would like you to help us with some of our videos if you would be interested. If not, don't worry about it. But just something that you know, Lil J happened to point out, and I just said, hey, why don't we, you know, see if he wants to do some videos with us. So if you're interested, yeah, get a capture card. They're like 40 bucks. You'll get you go get like a Dazzle, get the premium Dazzle from like Newegg.com, something like that, and you can. What is Ada doing? You know what, I don't care. But yeah, you can get one of those Dazzles, and they're like 40 bucks on Newegg. They're really good. What you see on the right here is Chris shooting a wood thing. I wasn't entirely aware of what he was doing first, and then I remembered. I kind of, you know, I was like, oh yeah, there's something up there. We decided to get the whole thing in this video. What we do here in this next segment, we decide to not waste any ammo. However, we do lose a little bit of life in this process because I didn't let them come upstairs first. What I do right here, pointed out to me by Lil J, you can actually shoot the lock from up there and then have him immediately run down like he's doing right now. I'm looking at Chris, by the way, not Ada. Ada's not a he, but yeah, Chris comes down here and he's gonna help me just get away from these mobs. You probably just saw Chevy South second go get knocked. I just got hit. And right here I get grabbed, he shoots, he happened to hit another enemy in the head, and I just kick them all away. So, because once you go up the stairs toward the chainsaw dude, or Mr. Salvador is what I nicknamed him, because you know, in Brazil 4 it's Dr. Salvador. We don't know if this guy's a doctor, we'll just call him Mr. Salvador. I thought it was pretty clever. But we, all of those enemies, they're going to disappear. Watch this. We skip this little scene, and look, see, they're all gone. If you're looking at Chris's point of view, they are all, every single one of them are gone. So that's just something to know. We don't know if that's going to be in the real game. We probably won't treat it that way because we want to get the full experience. We're probably going to play on the hardest difficulty if it lets us do that initially. We don't really know because when you hit Resident Evil 4, you had to start on normal, and then once you beat it, that's when professional got unlocked. We don't know if that's going to happen in this one or not, though, but we will definitely play all of it, and we're definitely going to be doing a live run because there is an achievement and a trophy that involves you getting the game with just a knife, at least from what I read up on. So yeah, I don't know what else to say, except Chainsaw Dude is getting owned. Ada has finished her conquest, and she is now skinning chickens. Yeah. Well, let's just wait and watch, enjoy the viewpoints, and we'll get to that little extra that we get to here real soon. When you see it, it's going to be in the Resident Evil 5 again. Oh, what I did right here, I was shooting the chainsaw guy, and somehow I missed. Yeah, that doesn't happen, right? No. But I missed, and I hit that thing twice. You just saw Chris get electrocuted again, and luckily the chainsaw dude didn't come up and just, you know, destroy him. He got close right there, but he gets revenge on me later by shooting a barrel, you know, while I'm sitting right next to it, which is pretty hilarious. But watch Chris right here. Ignore Ada for a second. Watch Chris. He punches him. He pulls his rifle out while he's at point blank range, shoots him in the face, and then he punches him again. That's something that I couldn't do. That's something that he's a risk taker. Lil J is definitely a risk taker. I couldn't do that. If I did that, I would have epically failed.
Falcon Punch!
And that ends it with a Falcon Punch. I had to throw that in there. Right when Lil J was actually doing that move, he was like, Falcon Punch! And the dude just happened to die at the same time. And that, of course, just caused me to crack up. I believe that barrel he shot me earlier was definitely before that. Okay, never mind. Ignore that whole segment about him getting revenge on me. He got revenge on me right there, and that's how it was. This is the end of the video, however. I did my own commentary on my version of it. It's not as good as this one, I guess, or if you consider anything good at all, but that is all. YouTube and GameFAQs, I will see you soon.